I visit my grandparents in Morocco, I always take a few days to visit their farm. They have a beautiful landscape. When I'm standing there in the middle of nature, I see green colors, butterflies and bees. I smile because I'm in awe of what I see. Then I think, wow, if the world could stay beautiful like this forever. Unfortunately, I live in The Hague, which is also a beautiful city, but when I look around me, I see less green and more concrete. I see less trees, flowers and bees, which brings me to why I'm here today. I want to tell you more about the bee decline, and I would also like to ask you to make a choice today. The bee collapse has a serious impact on our society, economy, and our entire ecosystem. Bees are the engine of our ecosystem. They stand between us and our food. Researchers say that 1/3 of our food production depends on bee pollination. What happens when 1/3 of your employees decides not to come to work tomorrow? Who's going to make the products? Who's going to call the customers? The work of the bees is pollinating. So if that doesn't happen, let me describe you the economic perspective. On this side, you have the number of pollinators, which is declining on a global scale. On the other side, you have a rise in demand for good quality food. Quality food which depends on bee pollination. If these conflicting developments will keep going on, it can, in a few years, result in having you to pay €1.65 for one apple instead of 65 cents. Yeah, that's quite an impact from these little guys. And to make an even bolder statement, some say that the bee collapse is a challenge to the human enterprise on the scale of global warming and nuclear war. So if today we decide to do nothing, some believe we're not likely to survive a total bee collapse. In some parts of China, they have taken over the work of the bees. So please, picture this with me. You're coming home from work, you're tired, you had your long day of meetings, and you put your briefcase down, and you grab your bee worker outfit, and you get into it, and you grab your pollen pot, and you grab your pencil, and you say to your husband or wife, "Honey, I'm going out to pollinate, be back in a jiffy." Do you see yourselves doing that? No, I don't see you doing that. So what can you do? That's a question KPN and Nature Milieu answers for you. We provide you with an app to get into action in a simple way. It is clear that we cannot live without pollinating insects, and one of the main causes of the bee decline is the loss of biodiversity, which simply means there isn't enough food available for bees. So our app addresses that problem. It highlights the risk areas, and it shows you a list of plants or flowers which are specifically food for bees. When you pick one you like, it shows you which garden centers in your neighborhood has it on stock. There are also some fun elements in this app because, hey, life needs to be fun, right? You can post it on your Facebook wall to share it with friends and family. And you can bee sting your friends to get them motivated to participate, which is one of my favorite features. And on the map, you can see in real time how many people in your region are taking action. It gives a sense of community, kind of like a real-life Farmville. So BeeAware wants to give insights into actions that can be taken, create awareness for the bee decline, and mobilize society in a simple way. Which brings me back to my question when I asked you to make a choice today. What are you going to do about it? Because you know what? Bottom line is this. It's not really about the bees. In fact, I'm actually allergic to bees. But we're talking about our future here, the future of our children and our planet. And I want my children to be able to enjoy beautiful landscape for as long as they can. Thank you.
Perfect timing, Linda. Well done.
That makes you happy.
Well, I'm impressed. Basically, we want to solve the problem, not just to be aware of the problem.
Of course.
Can you say anything about the solution to this bee decline?
Yes. One of the main causes of the bee decline is the loss of biodiversity, which simply means we chose a low-maintenance design of streets instead of a bee-friendly environment. And our app wants to mobilize society, 70 million people in the Netherlands, right? And how can you do that in a simple way? By asking them to plant a flower in their garden, which provides the bees food to survive the winter. So that's one cause, and one solution to one cause.
Is this mysterious illness, isn't there?
It is. It is.
Isn't that the real reason?
There are multiple causes of the bee decline. And these multiple causes, their correlation between these causes, that causes the problem to be mysterious. So you have also the use of pesticides and the natural plagues such as the varroa mite and the loss of biodiversity. Here's a fact. The Netherlands has the highest bee decline in the past 5 years in comparison to other European countries. This is mainly because two things: the use of pesticides and the loss of biodiversity.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions?
Yeah,
Please.
how will you get people to download your app? I mean, why would they want that to do?
First of all, I hope I will inspire them to do that. And second of all, we're doing this with a partner, Natuur en Milieu, and they are really specialized in marketing campaigns. So we're planning to do a whole marketing campaign around this.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.